Hey guys, this is SansCorpsTarot, and today I am back again with another pick a card reading about why are you so attached to this person. So I guess it does kind of have the implication of a romantic connection, but you could totally just read it or hear it as a platonic connection too, or a familial connection. Just maybe ignore any very blatantly romantic messages that come out. So we have 3 piles today. Pile 1, you have Clover, release your guilt. Pile 2, you have Princess, you can be your own knight. And pile 3, you have Tree, let them go. So these piles are meant to contain your energy. So meditate on the energy of the different piles, the different pictures, see what calls out to you, or see what you feel has your energy in it. Do you feel like this picture has your energy, this picture, or this picture? Yeah, and so I'm going to be keeping the messages very open. Whatever wants to come through can come through. I know that these little messages all here are sort of implying like these are all like negative connections that you have some sort of attachment to, but you know that I don't know if those are the messages that are going to come through. I haven't filmed them yet. You know, this is meant to give you clarity, so this is meant to truly give you or elicit the answers that you already know deep within yourself. So if you feel like, you know, you are actually attached to this person because you do believe that, you know, you guys will have a romantic connection or something, you guys are meant to be together, and your pile says otherwise, then, you know, either just don't take it, ignore it, or choose another pile. But alright, meditate on your energies, and I will see you guys in your readings. Hello, pile 1. If you chose Clover, release your guilt. This is going to be your pile all about why are you so attached to this person. So first, with the message of Clover coming out, I'll give you guys a personal little anecdote. I sort of have this thing where you know, I went through a period in my life where I was convinced that whenever I could find a 4-leaf clover, I would meet the person I was meant to be with right afterwards. And I would keep looking for 4-leaf clovers, but I literally would never find them, and I never found them until I released that expectation. And so there's giving me an energy of you guys just very aggressively seeking out something, and almost like this thing being unable to be seen by you because you're seeking out so intently. So let's give it some clarifying cards, some clarifying messages. Why are you so attached to this person? This person definitely holds, I mean, there's definitely just something that you want, something that you're intentionally manifesting, and I feel like this person is just maybe something that you feel like can fit the bill, feel like they can fit the thing that you're craving, the energy that you really want in your life, regardless of whether or not they actually can. So let's see, why is pile 1 so attached to this person? So we have, oh my gosh, we have the 3 of Swords, just like sort of the classic attachment card, if I may. Yeah, I feel like there have been disappointments. You've been disappointed in whatever type of connection this is. If this is love, you've been disappointed in love. If this is career, you've been disappointed in, like, you know, career, bosses, coworkers, things like that. You've been so disappointed, and you're just so desperately seeking out any sort of glimmer of hope that this next thing could be actually what you're looking for. And so I feel like you just don't really see things for exactly that they are, because you're too focused on the fact that there's anything good about them at all. So this is giving me the vibe of you guys don't even see, you guys are in a field of clovers, and you can't even see the 4-leaf clovers because you're looking so intently at all of the 3-leaf clovers in front of your face. You don't see the 4-leaf clover off to the side because you're looking too intently in one area or at one aspect of it. You're not looking holistically all around. You're looking zoomed in one space specifically. And so I'm feeling like, okay, so we also have the 9 of Cups. Yeah, so I'm feeling like Why are you so attached to this person? Because I think that you see a lot of potential in them, and I don't even get necessarily that this is because of anything that they're doing, but I think that maybe they just have something going for them. So if this is a love connection, maybe you've been disappointed by so many people in the past, but maybe all of these people, you felt like they weren't like a giver or a nurturer, and you've always sort of wanted someone to be a nurturer in your relationship. And then maybe you meet someone who is a nurturer, but then they have other things that you don't really see about them because you're so hung up on the fact that they have this one attribute that no one else has had. And you've been looking for someone with that attribute for so long that you're like, oh my gosh, finally. It is a little bit of a lack mindset because you guys feel like you have to sort of jump on these people as they come because you're so worried that you're not going to find anyone else with these qualities ever again. And then we have Tower, though. So why are you so focused on this person? I'm getting that this Tower card is blocked. I'm getting like you don't want to let the Tower come crumbling down. You try to keep it upright. And with this Nine of Cups, I'm getting like this is you just sort of... This is you not realizing that it's only the Nine of Cups and not the Ten of Cups. You don't realize that you're kind of the only one in this connection that's being emotionally fulfilled by the idea of it. You don't realize that this person actually, it very much could be the fact that this person may not really be thinking of you in that way. So if this is... for example, if this is like career, maybe this is someone you want to collaborate with, and maybe this isn't someone, and maybe you reach out to them and you spark up conversation about like how you both do similar things, and you are hoping this leads to collaboration, but that's not even on their radar. Or conversely, if this is love, maybe this is you flirting with someone and they being very friendly back, and they don't realize that you're trying to flirt with them, and maybe you're assuming they're being flirting back because they're being friendly, but actually they're not seeing you in that way. And it could be that they are even just like maybe they're in a connection themselves, and that's why they're not looking at you this way. So we have King of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting that this message was coming through in a reading that I actually just filmed that was all about what's next in love for singles. And so this is giving me the energy of, you could resonate with that group that I was giving this message to, but there's an energy of the universe being the King of Swords. The universe is having to brutally cut people off. I feel like you are going to be kept at arm's length from this person because you're not seeing them for exactly who they are. You're not seeing the whole picture. And maybe it's not something as blatantly obvious as this person is not a good person and you would have a miserable relationship with them. But maybe it is something just like this person simply is not what you want in a person. They just have an attribute that you are so desperate to have in a partner that you feel like you need to settle for this person. And I think that you don't even realize it would be settling, because there is some aspect of you guys having on rose-colored glasses and not even being able to see the other parts of this person, or you're just not open to recognizing that they're like a person at all with like multiple facets to them. I feel like you see this one glorious, beautiful attribute in them, and you extrapolate the rest of their personality from that. I feel like they really haven't given you much an opportunity to see the other parts in themselves. This is giving me the vibe of someone that you're close to, but you don't really know them so well. Like they're in your energetic field. They could be someone like a coworker. They could be someone like a mutual friend. Someone like a peer in the same program as you. Yeah, this could even be like, if this is someone, another example, if you want to start a band with someone, and you come to this reading because you're looking for, why am I so attached to this person as a potential bandmate? Maybe you see that this person is really good at like one type of thing. Maybe your old bandmate, like they weren't good at like, I don't know, guitar riffs or something. That's like the only phrase I know in the music world. But maybe this one person wasn't good at guitar riffs, and then you meet someone and they are good at guitar riffs, and you're like, that's it, you're hired. But maybe it's a little hard for you to really talk to them. Maybe it's hard for you to actually communicate with them to hire them. Maybe they aren't really online, or maybe they don't really respond to text messages, and so you like text them about like the possibility of them joining your band, but maybe they're very flaky with their responses or something. And I think it's because like you'll realize that this person actually doesn't have everything you want in a band member. Maybe they're not very communicative, maybe they're a flaky person, and so they can do the musician job very well, but they're not a very good person. And so the friend aspect of bandmate won't work out with them, and the universe is going to keep them at arm's length from you until you sort of realize that is why they're being kept at arm's length. So let's get clarifiers for each of these cards. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so you feel like, you feel like you have rejected people, and you have rejected people in the past, you know? You've rejected people who haven't had this one quality that you're looking for, and so I feel like that's why you feel kind of so okay with emotionally investing yourself in this person, because you're like, I have been a little stingy with the people that I've liked in the past, and I actually like this person, so it must be real. But actually, I think that you're also being a little stingy when it comes to liking this person, because I think that you're only liking them for one reason. You're not understanding that they're a real person with deep complexities. So we have the Tower to clarify the Nine of Cups. So the Tower twice. I absolutely adore the synchronicities, and especially recently, the readings I've been doing, so many of the same cards have been coming out in different piles. So, I mean, yeah, I don't think that you realize you're trying to maintain the Tower. You're trying to keep the Tower upright. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too. You don't realize that you're meant to be in this Nine of Cups energy where you have like emotional fulfillment of like on your side. You aren't supposed to be sharing it with this other person. I think that, yeah, this person just simply, they're not even looking to you as someone to share food with, you know? This is giving me the vibe of like, they, like, this is a weird message to come out, but maybe they feel like, you know, the waiter and you're like the person that they're serving, and they're like, I wasn't like, just solely because of our roles, I wasn't even expecting you to share your food with me. Whereas, you know, they're like, I'm not like the person that you're going out to eat with, so you're not supposed to share your food with me, the waiter. I wasn't expecting that. And then we have Strength to clarify the Tower. Yeah. So you're trying to be, and you were strong. You cut off other people because they didn't have this quality. But the thing is, you're being called to also not only let people in because they do have this quality that this person has. I think that this person does, yeah, they just have some shining thing about them that other people had not had about them before. And then we have Four of Pentacles to clarify the King of Swords. Yeah, the universe is going to have to... The universe is going to, they're not going to let you hold tightly onto this person. They're going to sort of, yeah, they're not going to let you get close to this person, simply put. And maybe that's why you come to this reading, because you know that energy. You can feel it. You can feel like nothing will ever be able to get off the ground with this person, or you've been around this person and you've liked them for long enough, and you've wanted something to happen for long enough, and you've been waiting for so long, and that finally you're going to readings that are like, why am I so attached to this person? Because you're like, God, is anything actually gonna happen? Because it's been so long. And honestly, I think that, like, I don't think things are going, it's not going to be easy for things to happen. I think honestly, if you can try your hardest to keep this tower upright and keep it from crumbling down. And, you know, I think that this tower is upright. It's not crumbling down. I think that you would be able to do it. You could, you know, maintain this connection with this person. You could maintain the current energetic connection that you have with them, but I just feel like it's not going to ever reach the point that you're hoping it's going to reach. And so I feel like this person is sort of, yeah, like you. So again, if this is like a person that you want to ask out on a date, someone that you like have a romantic interest in, and maybe they're like a mutual friend, maybe you ask them to hang out with you one time, and you do hang out, but you know, maybe you see it as a date and they don't see it as a date. They just see it as two friends hanging out. And or maybe they even do see it as like a possible romantic type thing, but maybe they just would be interested in physical intimacy, no real romantic connection. There's just some sort of like disconnect. It's like you'd be able to get closer, but I just think this person simply is not the thing that you think they are, so it's not going to pan out the way that you want it to. So why is this person, why is pile 1 so connected to this person? We have the Magician. Yeah, because you feel like you manifested them, honestly. Because especially the timing of all of this, I feel like you did recently cut out people in your life because they explicitly did not have the attribute that this person will obviously have. Maybe the people in your life were very emotionally closed off, and this person is very emotionally open. But maybe they're so emotionally open, they're actually a little manipulative with those emotions. You know, I think that this is giving you the lesson of one size does not fit all. Just because they have one attribute does not mean that the rest just of the puzzle pieces just fall into place. Just because they're emotionally open does not mean that they're mature about that emotional vulnerability. 2 of Coins, 2 of Pentacles, yeah. So you have to sort of decide. You have to you're trying to give these people your coins. You're trying to give them one of your pentacles. You're trying to share with them, but they're not even looking to you. They're saying no, or they're saying, what are you doing? Like holding out a pentacle to me. Those are both of your pentacles to juggle. But you're like, I thought this could be with both of us. But they're not, they're not looking at you in that way. I hope this isn't coming across too harshly, but I think that you'll realize that they're really not the person that you think that they are either, you know? I think that hopefully soon after this reading, I encourage you guys to like introspect on the actions that they've taken and the person that they've blatantly shown themselves to be. And I think that you'll realize that maybe it's not that they're so obviously a person you don't want in your life, but I think it's just simply you'll realize they're a person that's not entirely aligned with what you do want in your life. We have Death. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. So, I mean, Phoenix, like, I think that once you cut off this person, I think that it will open you up to being able to go through these cycles and meet people with the attributes that you want in much easier ways. You'll be able to a lot easier see people with the things that you like about them without reading too much into that and emotionally investing immediately, because that they must be it. If they're a kind person, they must also be your soulmate just because they like are nice to wait staff. And then so we have the Forecaster of Lattes, which is the Queen of Cups. Yes, so I think once you really get in touch with your emotions and also get in touch with the emotions of this person and start to realize who they truly are. And I mean, maybe I don't even think you have to do as much as to learn who they truly are. I think it's just, get to know them a little better, and I feel like you'll realize you guys aren't even meant to be friends, you know? Yeah, this is an energy of, this pile is giving me the vibe of you thought this person could be a friend and so much more, you know? This could be a friend and a bandmate, a friend and a lover, a friend and a collaborator. But actually, this person, like, you'll get to know them and you'll realize I don't think that we're even so compatible as friends. And maybe it's not that we're so not compatible, but it's just like you guys are a little different. Like, this is giving me the energy like maybe one of you guys is an introvert, the other's an extrovert. There's just some energy where like you guys just exist a little differently, a little bit out of alignment with each other. And it's not like anything obviously bad. You're not attached to this person for any obviously bad reason, but you're just attached to them because they have some good attributes about themselves. But you need to remember that a couple good attributes does not mean that they are the end-all be-all. Mantra medicine, command, song, incantation, containment. Yeah, this is saying contain your joy, contain your excitement. You're gonna meet someone eventually that you can have all this excitement for. They'll be the real deal. But right now, you need to just take people as they are, and don't take them for anything more than that. Even if you only see the good sides of these people, recognize that you're only seeing a certain sides of them in certain situations. Recognize that you don't have the full picture, and that you shouldn't fool yourself into thinking you do have the full picture just because you have any amount of the picture. Yeah, so command, song, incantation, containment. Yeah, I think honestly things like affirmations are going to be very helpful to you. Things like affirming to yourself, like, just because they have one thing I'm looking for does not mean they have everything I'm looking for. I think that specific mantra would be very helpful for you guys. Because I think that this isn't going to be the only person with this energy that you're going to come across. I think you're going to come across other people who have similar sort of roles in your life where they will have attributes and they will teach you about things that you want and like in people, but they will not have all of the extensive list that you're looking for in these people. Levitation, higher ground, belief, mastery, meditation. Yeah, belief. Have belief that you don't need a lack mindset, that you don't need to settle for anyone. Have belief that you will find someone that effortlessly comes to you instead of someone that you feel like you have to put so much energy and effort towards manifesting or getting their attention. I feel like this person I feel like you don't really have their attention very easily. I feel like it takes a lot for you to get their attention. I feel like this person is a little bit in their own world, in their own bubble, and I feel like you are really wanting them to look at you. But I think that you're mistaking the person that they are, so you don't understand that who they are is the type of person that, just is in their own world. They're just not naturally going to look at you because they're not really naturally looking at many people. There's a disconnect between who this person is and who you think they are. And then we have Ocean's Muse, Water's Wisdom, Intuition, Hermit's Light, Discovery. Yeah, I'm getting the Hermit energy. I'm getting like you guys, Hermit energy could really help you guys. Just reflecting on who this person is and why you are so attached to them. I think that's what this reading is about. This reading is why you're so attached to them. And I mean, so reaffirming to yourself once again, why you're so attached to them will help you it'll help you understand the energy of the people that you meet, because once again, this isn't the only person like this that you're going to meet. You're going to meet other people with great attributes, and you're going to have to learn the lessons. You're going to have to be able to hold the sword yourself and cut these people off yourself instead of having the universe do it for you. I think the universe will automatically keep whatever these people are at arm's length from you, but I feel like it'll be a much simpler, easier, relaxing life if you learn to detect these energies for yourself. And I think how you do that is hermit mode first of all, and then just reaffirming to yourself all of the things that you want in a person, and just the fact that knowing a little bit about a person does not mean you know everything about them. I think that mantra will be very important for you. So let's get some more cards. Why are you so attached to this person? I'm getting some Magdalene Oracle cards. Why is pile 1 so attached to this person? We have surrender, because you don't want to surrender. You're doing everything you can to sort of stay attached to this person because you're very attached to the outcome. You want love now, you want a collaboration now, you want to be in a band now, you want instant gratification, and I think that's leading to your lack mindset. We have confusion, it's leading to confusion as well. Because you're confused. You say, I feel like this person finally came. I finally met the perfect person, the perfect lover, the perfect collaborator, the perfect bandmate. But why are they kept at arm's length from me? Why aren't they looking my way? Why can't we come into union with each other? And it's because they're not really this person that you're seeing them to be. And if they're not the person you're seeing them to be, of course they're not going to act in the way that you would think they're going to act. Gaia, so everything's connected. I think that once you learn the lesson, soon after you truly learn the lesson, truly feel this lesson of this person being a little bit misaligned with you, I think that's when you're going to bring in people who are better aligned with you. And once again, there's an energy of like tweaking. I feel like you're sort of constantly in the state of equilibrium and trying to equilibrate and readjust and re-find balance. And so I feel like you're going to gradually be moving closer and closer towards people that are more and more the person that you're manifesting. But I think this person just simply, there are parts of the picture that you're not seeing. But all right, pile number 1, I am going to leave it there. I hope this gave you guys clarity about it. Yeah, if I had to recommend on next steps to take, I think it would be just sort of, hermit mode, internal energy, insular energy, spend time with yourself, self-love, curate a lot of self-love around you, but also I think it's important to detach from the energies of other people, because I think that you get too caught up in those energies and the good parts of those energies specifically, that you almost accidentally lower your standards, or it's like you feel like, oh my gosh, this person's so kind to me, I need to be your best friend, but then you remember, oh, actually I need friends who are also, they're not only kind, but they're also communicative, so maybe actually this friendship won't work out. But okay, pile 1, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys, I hope it resonated. I hope it provided clarity and helpfulness. If you like this reading, please like, comment, subscribe. But I will move on to pile number 2. Hey, pile 2, if you guys chose Princess, you can be your own knight. This will be your reading all about why are you so attached to this person. So, honestly, I am not getting too many messages off the bat from the card. You can be your own knight. I mean, yeah, I'm mostly getting just a bunch of hype up messages for you. I feel like you are very much capable of a lot of things. This is giving me the vibes of the Strength card. I feel like you do have sort of like a gentle, stoic strength to you. Maybe you're a very fierce person, but I think that also you can be a very gentle person. So it's not like you're just like aggressive with no need, but you have a vision and you go after things, and you're very passionate and driven, but you're also pretty, you're pretty nice. You're pretty gentle. Maybe you're a softie. Very much the Strength card energy, because the Strength card in traditional tarot, it's like the lion being cuddled by like a girl. So, I mean, it's interesting because it's like Strength, Lion, Leo energy, but, you know, it's like a cuddly lion. So yeah, you guys could definitely be Leo. I'm getting that energy, honestly. Leo, Aries. I'm getting maybe also some, honestly, Taurus. But okay, let's see. Why is pile 1, not pile 1, why is pile 2 so attached to this person? Why is pile 2 so attached to this person? So we have the Emperor. The Emperor and the Lovers. Okay, interesting. So let's continue. Why is pile 2 so attached to this person? I keep calling you pile 1 because this card is number 1, which is like, that's powerful, you know. So again, that's giving me energy also of the Magician card, because the Magician is number 1 in the traditional tarot deck. So I'm going to get clarifiers for each of these. I feel like this energy of you can be your own knight, that's sort of like an energy that you've been in. I feel like that's the energy that you've been in for a hot sec. Oh my god. I got Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But yeah, I think that you've had to cut out a lot of... You've had to be the Emperor and cut out a lot of toxic emperors in your life. And I feel like that's where you are now. So now you're sort of over that journey. And I feel like now you're sort of in a very wise place where you're like, you're thinking thoughtfully about the people and connections that you have in your life, because you don't want to be too hasty. And you don't want to trust people too easily with too little reason. But yeah, I'm feeling like recently, yeah, you've cut off people, or just, you know, in your past, of course. I feel like the journey you've been on is recently you've been taking initiative to cut out people from your life. It hasn't been like these people fall out from your life or the universe blocks them from you. I feel like you've been having to take charge and use that sword and cut out people from your life recently. And I feel like you were almost coming to this reading with the question of if this person is another someone that you'll have to cut out from your life. And I'm getting that this Ace of Swords is some sort of communication from this person. So I feel like this person may actually be reaching out to you soon. But let's get some clarifying cards for each of these cards. So let's get a clarifier for the Emperor. So the Emperor we have clarified by the Two of Wands. And then, clarifying the Lovers, we have Death card, okay. And so let's get a clarifier for, oh my gosh, well, we have the Two of Cups and Two of Wands. I love that. 2-2. 2-2-2 could be a synchronicity for you guys. Honestly, when it comes to this person, probably when this person intends to reach out for you, if I'm being real. All right, 5 of Swords, clarifying by the Two of Cups. All right, can I get a clarifier for the Ace of Swords as well? For the Ace of Swords, ooh, the Empress. Okay, guys, so I think that this person, I think that you're attached to them because you see who they are. I think that this person, let's actually get some more cards about their energy. Yeah, I think that you've been through cycles. I feel like you've been through cycles. You've been cutting off people, learning lessons, and asserting your boundaries. And I feel like, yeah, you came to this reading with the question of whether or not this person is going to be another person that you'll have to assert your boundaries with. But I'm getting that, honestly, mostly what this is a person who, I think that you see them for who they are. I think that before you, honestly, I don't know if it was whether or not you didn't see these people for their toxic energies, but I think that maybe you just had difficulty cutting these toxic energies out of your life. Maybe you are, you're a people pleaser, maybe you don't really like to, if someone likes you, you don't like to not like them back. And, so not to say that you were in connections with people that you had absolutely no interest in, but I feel like something that kept you in connections for a really long time is because of the emotional investment you guys have had in each other before, and especially like how important you are to the people that you're in a connection with. I feel like it makes you feel very guilty for walking away, and you sort of had to learn to assert your boundaries and to not feel so bad about walking away from connections that aren't good for you or that you don't want to be in. Let's get some more cards. But yeah, I think that you see this person for who they are, and you see the opportunity for what it is. And I'm not, so I'm getting maybe you're just a little bit hesitant to go into something again, because I'm feeling like maybe you just recently a little bit created this sort of self-sufficient princess, you can be your own knight energy for yourself, and maybe you're a little apprehensive or hesitant to jump into a connection with someone else, especially because you've had to walk away from a bunch of toxic people before, and you sort of just don't want to have to put yourself through that, and you're just being very wise and mature when it comes to who you give your energy to, because you don't want to be too hasty about it. And yeah, I think that you're not being too hasty about this person. I think that you're thinking very thoughtfully about who they are, the actions that they take, who they present themselves to be, who they say they are, and then also who they actually show themselves to be. And I think that you will realize, if you reflect on that they say that they exactly are the same person that they show themselves to be. So I think that you can trust them. And I think that you know that you can trust them, and I think there's still just an energy of you being a little, you being worried that there's more to the picture that you're not seeing. 18, the moon. Yeah, what was I just saying? You're worried that there's more to the picture that you're not seeing, but it's also because you've sort of come out of these energies in the past. I feel like this Emperor energy is honestly, this is like such an important card to me, because in this reading, because I'm feeling like the Emperor the Emperor can be very toxic, very stereotypically masculine, and so it can be very toxic. Sorry for my knee down there. But so I feel like you've encountered emperors before in the past, toxic emperors, and you had to sort of step into your Emperor energy where you felt confident enough, whereas I feel like maybe other people, they very much stifled you in connections and made you feel like almost like the connection's inescapable or you're unable to leave. I feel like you had to learn how to assert yourself and how to leave these connections. You had to step into your own Emperor energy. But then I feel like this person that you're inquiring about, they're also an Emperor, but they're a mature Emperor. I feel like they're sort of all of the potential that these people in the past could have been. They have the qualities that these people had from your past that they sort of skewed it to be negative. This person has in a positive sense. So this person is a leader and they are driven, but I think that they're kind about it. I think that they have a very similar energy to you, honestly. I think that you, in this period of solitude, you were learning. I feel like you guys probably are pretty single. Or maybe you guys have been like dating around, meeting people. But I feel like in the process of dating around and meeting people, I feel like you haven't really let any connection get too far. And so I feel like you've really been able to create a very self-sufficient energy for yourself, a very independent energy for yourself. And I feel like now you're sort of, you came out of this energy as the Emperor, and I feel like now you're meeting another fellow Emperor who's been an Emperor for a little bit. I think the person that you're asking about, I think that they are a very confident person, a very strong-willed person. They're the type of person who seems like they could take their traits and easily make them toxic or negative. But these people, this person is genuine. They actually are a leader. They're confident. They're not arrogant. They're not, so overly humble that they're like actually just fishing for compliments. No, they know exactly who they are. They're confident in that. They know their strengths, but they also know their weaknesses. And I think that you see that. I think that you respect them. I think that you are able to detect that they're on a similar wavelength as you. But there is just an energy of you being worried that there's something that you're not seeing, something that's an illusion. You're worried that this Emperor is going to like take off his mask and reveal like the toxic Emperor that you're used to dealing with. But then we also have the Nine of Lighters, which is the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so I think that you're sort of assuming that, I feel like you're assuming that this person's just going to be another battle, another wand for you to carry. I feel like you're assuming right now you're at the Nine of Wands and this person's just going to be someone to take you to the Ten of Wands, just like an extra wand to carry, an extra burden to carry. But I think that actually that's the Nine of Wands is you just being a little bit defensive and you not wanting to, you almost just not really being able to believe that this person is it. I feel like you've gotten a little used to cutting people out of your life. And then we have Seven of Coins clarifying the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords. Yeah, so I think that you just assume that you're going to almost be eternally in the energy of having to build and create your own stability and your own self-confidence and self-worth. I feel like you feel like you're going to be always stuck in the process of learning what you want from connections and learning connection lessons, but never actually get to the point of being in a connection. I feel like you assume you're never going to actually learn all the lessons you need to learn to lead you into a connection. But I think that this person is very much the opportunity for you to take these lessons and learn from them, for you to take these boundaries that you've built and these things that you've learned from these past connections and action it in a real connection. Then we have Six of Coins. Wow, that's beautiful. So 7, 6, it's counting down. I think this person really will contact you. I think that they're going to very much give you something to show you how serious they are. I think, so I've been really assuming this is a romantic connection, but this could be something like, a collaboration, maybe someone you want to collaborate with. Maybe in the past you met a bunch of beautiful artists who you thought you would love to collaborate with, but there were just things that were maybe off about their personality or off about their work ethic or your guys' dynamic. And I think that you meet this other perfect collaborator now and you assume something else is going to go wrong with them, but then you get to know them and it doesn't seem like any red flags are going off. And so you get a little suspicious of that, and that's probably what brings you to this reading. But I think that if this is something like a collaboration, I think they're going to be approaching you to collaborate soon. Or I think that, if this is someone you have a romantic interest in, I think that they're going to be reaching out to you soon about to get to know you better or to ask you on a date or something like that. Beautiful energy. All right, let's get some of these cards. Let's get some of these cards, some pure magic oracle cards. So why is pile 2 so attached to this person? Why is pile 2 so attached to this person? Ooh, we have Florida water, natural form, enchanted potion, red roses, cleansing. Yeah. So I'm getting the energy that I think that you guys have manifested so many people, and you're very used to manifesting people at this point. You're very used to having people come into your life that seem like they'd be a good partner. You're very used to having crushes on people, but you're also similarly very used to nipping those crushes in the bud and saying, yep, that's a crush, but I know it's probably only going to be a crush and it probably won't lead to anything more. And that is like, a fairly healthy, detached energy. It's good to keep your emotions and emotional investment in check. But I think that this person is going to be the red rose that you do want to pick. I think that all these other flowers are things that you manifested because you wanted to see, you wanted to see what it is exactly that you want. And so you were just willy-nilly manifesting a bunch of things, and you one by one shot down these options, and then you assume that this red rose is going to be the same. You're going to just shoot it down as an option. But actually, I think this person has really incredible potential in your life, if I'm being honest. I think that they could be exactly the thing that you envisioned them as being, and they could very much have the role that you hope that they have in your life. So let's get one more card from the Magdalene Oracle deck. About why is pile 1 so attached to this person? Why is pile 2 so attached to this person? We have transformation. Yeah, you're so attached to this person because you have transformed. You have transformed through becoming your own knight, through sitting in this tower, seeing the princes and knights approach your tower, and you like screaming down at them, no, not you, not you. You are able to be comfortable enough in your energy of being here in the tower all by yourself that eventually when a knight came, you, the right knight who did have the right energy, you felt comfortable enough to let them in. But it does come after a period of transformation, and I think that that's sort of, maybe that's also one way in which you guys can know that this is a pile meant for you, because I think you guys have you probably do identify as having gone through a transformation recently, where you just sort of really changed up everything about how you approach love and relationships, or just connections in general in your life, how you approach boundaries, and how much you give to a person, and how much you let people give to you. I think that you've come out of this deeply transformative period of your life, and I think that that's why you're now able to sit back, cut out people that aren't meant to be there, but you're also being called to recognize when the person presented in front of you is exactly what you are looking for. So you've mastered now being able to cut off excess, but now you need to learn how to sort of validate the right thing coming into your life. And I think that this person in this connection very much could be the right thing. But all right, pile 2, I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I hope this resonated. If it did, comment down below, definitely subscribe though, so I can connect with your energy more in the future. But I hope you guys have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Bye, guys. Hey, pile 3, if you chose tree, let them go. This is going to be your pile all about why are you so attached to this person. So let me take a sip of water. Alright, so first I want to say just the energy of this card, it's giving me the vibe that you guys may have been dealing with this person for a little bit, or maybe this is someone that you've had trouble detaching from for a while. But let's get some more energy about that. So I feel like this is someone that you do feel very deeply attached to them, but also, yeah, I don't know. It could either be maybe you guys have a soul bond, and that's why the energy is very, very deeply intertwined, or maybe Let me move the table. Or maybe it's that you actually have known this person for like a long period of time. But let's see, let's get some clarification. Why is pile 3 so hung up on this person, so attached to this person? Let's see. Pile 3. Why is pile 3 so attached to this person? So we have the Sun. Okay, so yeah, so this may be someone that you've known for a little bit because of, the children in the Sun card, and the Emperor. So the Sun, honestly, the Sun is such a beautiful energy though. So it's a little confusing because it does sort of confirm to me that this is probably someone that you've, someone that could have known for a while from your past, maybe from childhood. But also maybe this could it could be someone who also reminds you of someone from the past, but someone who you just definitely have some sort of like deep bond to. But I feel like regardless, it's someone, I feel like for most of you, it's someone from the past. Past is a very vague word. I think that it's probably someone that you've known for a little bit and you've had to sort of go through periods of trying to detach from them. And if this is sort of like a very new person, I think that they, sort of the role that they have in their life, it feels almost like they're a reincarnated lesson of a bunch of other people you've dealt with in your past in this lifetime. So I feel like, you've gone through cycles of trying to detach from this person and thinking maybe that you have even detached from them, but then realizing, having them pop back up into your mind again and thinking, oh, like, why am I so attached to this person? Why can't I actually cut the cord officially? And then we have death, yes. So I think this is someone, so regardless of whether this is a new person or an old person, this is someone whose type of soul you have been through cycles with. You've tried to learn lessons from them, and I feel like you have learned lessons, but I think that there's just, they reappear. They keep coming up, and it's almost like you learned the lessons, but like the universe has to make sure, I feel like it feels like to you the universe has to make sure that you actually did learn the lessons. Or it's like you cut off this person, you detach from them, and then like a year later they pop back into your mind and you start thinking about them all over again, and you start to almost start liking them again and just completely randomly out of the blue. And it's the universe being like, okay, I thought you detached from that person for these reasons, and then you saying, oh, I thought I detached from this person for these reasons. Is there something more here? Let's see though. I'm being called to see how like wistful this girl is. You cut the deck and we have the King of Wands. So how wistful that girl is. I'm not sure if this is someone who has re-emerged in your energetic field. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone that you don't have a lot of contact with their energy. I feel like it's someone that you're mostly just thinking about. Even if this is a new person, maybe this is someone who just simply, you don't see them a lot, and so you're not exposed to their energy a lot. The Sun getting clarified by the Seven of Swords. The Emperor clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, which is very interesting, because the Emperor to me gives me vibes of the King of Pentacles, and then the fact that the Queen of Pentacles is the one that's clarifying the Emperor. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles clarifying the Page of Pentacles, and let's get a clarifier for death. Justice. Death is clarifying justice. So actually, I'm being real, you guys. I'm not getting any like overtly bad energy from them. I'm just getting the vibe that for the vast majority of you, I feel like this is someone from your past or someone that you've known for like at least like a year or two. I'm feeling like for most of you, it's probably someone that you've known for like probably around like 5 years or something. But yeah, I feel like you've probably known them for a year or two, or it could be a new person, but regardless, I feel like, it's someone who, I don't even think that you ever really got much off the ground with them. Let's get some more cards. Yeah, I'm feeling, because I'm not getting like any sort of bad energy. I'm not getting a distaste, especially the fact that it's the Sun card that sort of came out first to clarify that this is someone who is from your past or just has an energy of a past person. The Sun is like, it's a beautiful card to get. It's a beautiful, loving card. And so there's not really much bad energy with this person. Even this Death card, this Death is about, you know, shutting things down and resurrecting that should be resurrected, and resurrecting things consciously with a lot of forethought before it. And so I'm feeling like this person isn't really someone whose energy you dive deeply into. This isn't really someone who, this does not feel like someone who like created a toxic thing with you that you did have to shut down. I'm just feeling like this is someone that's like a thought to you. Maybe you guys actually did like go through something with them. Maybe you like dated them, and you wanted to get it off the ground, but maybe like they ghosted you. Maybe it just fell through or something. But I'm feeling like for most of you, this is not going to be an actual like literal ex. I don't think this is someone you are in a committed, stable relationship with. Maybe this is a fling that you dated, a person that you saw or talked to, but I don't think this is a person who you actually gave, or who actually had like a real opportunity to break your heart. I think this is someone who almost like, it's giving me the word tease. Like a tease. Like I feel like the potential of this connection was teased. The Fool. So honestly, I feel like there could actually be the potential for a new start with this person. Or I feel like you guys always felt like there could have been a new start. Forecaster of Coins, Queen of Coins, you guys. And the Queen of Coins to come over the Queen of Coins. So not only the same card, but the same card in the same position in the spread. So that's incredible. I feel like, yeah, this person could be, I feel like maybe it's someone that you saw. I feel like it's someone, yeah, this is giving me the vibe. So yeah, this isn't giving me the vibe of a toxic person from your past, but just someone who you've always thought of in your past. I feel like it could be someone who maybe you see them as someone a little bit on par with your energy. Maybe they have similar vibe to you, or you respect them, or that could be why they had stood out to you for, for so long. Maybe, maybe you feel very different from the people around you, and maybe you see them as being different from the people around you in a similar way as you are. So I think that you feel some sort of kinship with this person, where you feel like you guys have some sort of shared bond, shared part of your soul, and that sort of is what keeps this person in your mind. But it is weird because you go through cycles of thinking about them, but this person hasn't had such a strong energy in your life where these cycles mean necessarily so much. So this isn't an obvious thing where it's like this is a toxic ex who broke your heart and stomped on it, and now you're pining for them back, and you're like, oh, I know that it's unhealthy to do this because this person broke my heart. I feel like this is someone who, like, yeah, you don't really know much about them. This connection that didn't really go anywhere for you guys to really understand. I mean, yeah, and that's why you come here. You guys are saying, why am I so attached to this person? And I think that it is because you guys are very similar. I think that you guys do mirror each other's in some ways, because I'm getting this double Queen of Pentacles is honestly both of you guys. I feel like you guys are both the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like you guys could both feel like yourselves are like giving this, you guys both feel like this little page giving a pentacle to the other. So I feel like they probably also think about you maybe in a similar way. But yeah, I'm feeling like it's simply because you guys see each other see yourselves in each other, and I think that that's why you're so attached to this person. And I think that there could be, so 3 of Coins clarifying this, so much earth energy. I think this person could really be, I think you actually could really be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm feeling like this person, I'm feeling fire energy from this person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically with the Sun card there. But a lot of Pentacles energy. I'm feeling like, honestly, I think, you're not really attached to this person for anything super unhealthy. But what I will say is I think that there's opportunity for something to ground in this connection energetically. But I don't know how realistic that is in the 3D. You guys could have something like physical distance between you. I did mention that I don't think that they're actually really in your energetic field. You know, I think that, yeah, I think that in your guys' head, respectively, you guys do think about each other, and I think that there is potential of this connection, but I think that grounding is a different question. I think that you guys are probably physically distanced from each other. I think you guys haven't probably, like, kept in contact with each other much, but I'm feeling like, you know, you're attached to this person because you can detect that the fact that there is the potential for this connection to ground into something if that energy was able to be transmuted into like a real 3D energy. But I think that the question now is if that's going to be an opportunity. And then we have the Emergent of Knives, which is the, oh my gosh, so I think that's the King of Swords, right? No, Page of Swords. So that's the Page of Swords. So, okay, so this is interesting. This is a message that had come out before in a different group for a different reading. I'm getting the message that if you guys really, really are motivated to get something to ground in this, you are being called to take any sort of little minute step towards this person to get your guys' energy fields in each other's point of view or in each other's field of vision. You guys are being called to follow them on social media, maybe even, you know, text them, hey, what have you been up to, or how have you been recently, if you have their phone number, or, you know, yeah, so if this is something like a connection, okay, so I forget that some of you guys aren't really here for romantic readings, so if this is something like maybe like a collaborator, like, you know, someone in the workplace that you want to collaborate with, I think this is someone that you met a while ago that you want to collaborate with. And someone that you've always had thought, maybe we could one day, like, get together and do something, but it was only ever kept as, like, a thought in your head. But I think that if you're really, truly motivated to take this a step further, and to actually ground something with this person, I think you're being encouraged to do so. I think that the ball is in your court. I will say also, though, that if you guys do not take this small amount of effort to sort of reach out to this person and get the ball rolling to sort of reconnect with this person, or just like kickstart the connection at all, I think that this may fizzle out, or it may remain something that stays in your guys' head. Because the Page of Swords is telling me just take one little step forward, one bit of clear communication towards them. Follow them on Instagram, like their post, do something to get your name in their thoughts, you know? And then I think that, you know, it can build from there. Maybe they'll like your posts, and then you'll comment on their posts, they'll comment on your posts, maybe they'll slide into your DMs, you'll slide into their DMs. It'll build from there. But I feel like you're attached to this person because you did truly see the potential that it had, but I think that logistically that potential just wasn't able to be seen through or followed through with. But I think you guys are very spiritual, so I think that maybe even, you know, that's also what's keeping this person in your energetic field. I think that you did have some sort of soul bond to them because you guys do mirror each other in some ways, and so I think you recognize that soul bond, and it was activated, and now you have a very difficult time sort of separating yourself from this person. I'm not getting like this is like an incapacitating energy. I don't feel like this is someone who, like, when you think about them, it takes up all of your thoughts and it consumes your energy and your time and everything about your life. I'm getting more so that this is a person who, like, every now and then you fantasize about them coming into your life and you're like, why am I fantasizing about this random person from my distant past? That's so bizarre. But let's get some oracle cards. Let's get some pure magic oracle cards about why is Pile 3 so attached to this person. And I feel like, honestly, for a lot of you, I do not think that you're going to be moved to step towards this person. So I think that for a lot of you guys, it probably will stay a connection in the 5D. It'll stay a connection, you know, psychically, spiritually between you guys, where you guys both sort of think of each other from time to time, But, you know, if you want to, definitely reach out to this person. If me saying that makes you upset, then the ball is in your court. You have control. Reach out to this person. We have telekinesis. Yeah, so that's telling me again, I think you guys both think about each other, and I think that you doing something simple will help them to actually also realize that this is a mutually interested energy, that you guys both sort of are hung up on each other from the past. We also have Vervain Everlasting. It says spellbound, soul alignment, release, protection. Yes. So this person is aligned with your soul. That's why it's so hard for them to release. That's why it's so hard for you guys to release each other. You guys, they're aligned with your soul. You guys know that you would have a healthy connection with this person. This person could be the lover that you wanted, the collaborator that you wanted, the friend that you wanted. And so you have felt a little spellbound to them throughout the years of knowing them. Or conversely, if this is a new person, this is a person whose energy I feel like you've come across in multiple different souls in this lifetime. This is a person whose soul you've encountered a lot of different times in this lifetime through other people who are very similar to them. And I think that if you do not want to try and utilize this telekinesis where you're able to sort of, you know, where you use your deep soul tie to sort of spark a new energy now, so much later after having initially met them, if you're being called to release them, if you don't care enough to sort of take that step towards them, if you're not that motivated, then you're being called to release them just simply to make your life a little easier, a little more peaceful. Not because they're toxic or, you know, thinking about them bogs you down or anything, but just because it'll maybe make your life a little less confusing, to cut them off of your energy if they're just simply not an energy that you care enough about keeping around. But let's get some Magdalene Oracle cards too. I'm interested to see what cards come out from here. So why is pile 3 so attached to this person? Why is pile 3 so attached to this person? Why is pile 3 so attached to this person? Co-creation, yeah, that's like both of you guys. And so another message coming out is that if you do not feel motivated enough to step towards this person, if this connection remains something that you guys just both sort of think about in your heads to yourselves, I think that whoever it is that you do end up with as a friend, collaborator, lover, I think that they're going to be very similar to this person. I think that this person is in your life for a reason. You think about them for a reason. I think that you both will end up with people very similar to each of you if it's not each other. But I think that you do have the opportunity. This, you know, there could also be the message that this is that person, you know, this is the person that you co-created with the universe to make. This is the person who is your mirrored soul, your, I'm getting mirrored, what is it called? Mirrored Hearts by FKA Twigs. Yeah, this is the person who has like that mirrored heart of yours. And so if this isn't, so this is either someone who's very much like the person you're going to end up with, or this is the person for a lot of you that you will end up in a deep connection with. Because I think that, yeah, if this is a connection that you guys do feel motivated to take a step towards and cultivate, I think this will be a very grounded connection. Miracles, yeah. So if you guys do care enough to see where this connection leads, you are being heavily called to take a step towards this person to let the miracles unfold for themselves. I think that the universe will give you the miracles of this connection if you also show the universe that you want to be shown the miracles of this connection. If you keep it as just sort of a connection that you keep floating around in your head, the universe is going to take it as being only as important to you as to keep it floating around in your head. But if you want it to have the importance of something grounded in your life, then take a step towards it, and the universe is going to meet you more than halfway. They're going to meet you like an eighth of the way. You're going to have to walk an eighth of the way, and the universe will walk the other 7/8. But okay, pile 3, that is what I have for you guys. That is why you are so attached to this person. If you like this reading, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe so I can keep in touch with your energy and give you more personalized readings in the future by activating that connection between us. Because, you know, things like subscribing, liking, commenting, they do activate little, you know, energetic cords. But all right, my friends, I will leave it here. I hope you have a nice day or night whenever you guys are watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.